Good evening and welcome to Bison Information Network News. I'm Lydia Crackle.
And I'm Hannah Schlosser. The FCS playoffs are underway, and for the second-ranked Bison, the road to Frisco begins with a battle Saturday at the Fargo Dome against 10-2 San Diego. The Bison beat the Toreros 45-7 last year.
For a preview, here is Bison Information Network Sports Director Eric Bunnell. He is live from Herd 'n Horns. Eric?
Hey, thanks, Hannah. We are here at Herd 'n Horns. 3 losses between the San Diego Toreros and the second-ranked North Dakota State Bison. And San Diego State is fresh off their first-round victory, 41-10 over Northern Arizona. Before we get into the matchup, let's hear from head coach Chris Kleiman.
They're more experienced as far as they have their offensive line back in all those guys that played in the playoff game are playing right now. You combine that with the quarterback that's just such a seasoned guy that doesn't make mistakes and is playing with a lot of confidence.
No stranger to an FCS playoff game here. Former Bison safety Colton Heagle. Colton, you played from 2010 to 2014. What are the playoffs like for these young guys?
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's kind of a different atmosphere. It's kind of a different mentality, a little intensity. It's a fun time, and it's not something that gets taken for granted. Not everybody gets to do that, and the fact that I've been able to do it for a couple of years, and these guys get to do it, this year, is a great accomplishment in itself, and hopefully they can make a run.
Yeah, hopefully. And the Bison defense, they've been stifling opponents all year, only giving up about 10 points a game on average in conference throughout the whole season. What does that defense have to do to continue their hot streak?
Just do what they've been doing all year. For them, it's been playing fast, playing physical, and that's been Bison's defense since I've heard of the 60s. It's playing tough, it's playing fast, mentally smart, and going ahead and making turnovers and making plays.
That offense, they kind of sputtered a little bit in the later half of the season. They stick through 7 interceptions. How well did he bounce back? How well did you see him bounce back in the later part?
Yeah, Easton's a tough kid, and he's mentally tough, and where he learned from Carson, and that's kind of the aspect of the whole team is being mentally tough. Mistakes are going to happen, but it's how you come back from those mistakes and be able to still make plays is what makes you a good football team.
Coach Kleiman said there's 3 dismissals from the team and a suspension given out. How do you guys deal with that distraction, and how did they keep it so mum for a week?
It's something that it happens. It happened in my time. You get some kids that just don't do the right thing and aren't committed to the program. And with the dismissal, I think everybody's still focused on what they need to do with the game plan. And you're just so busy with school, football, meetings, practice that if someone's not committed to the program, it's not a problem to just get rid of them.
Now, San Diego's second year coming into the playoffs, back to the Fargo Dome. How does that first round experience from last year? How does that help them coming into this year?
Yeah, I think that was a young team last year, and a lot of them are coming back. So for them to have that experience being in the Dome for 1, and 2, just another playoff game, another time to know the experience of being in the Dome and to know the team, I think helps the coaching staff as well.
Now, you're a former safety. You had up 64, you had 336 tackles throughout your whole career. And James Hendricks, he's another one of those guys that's safety, cornerback, linebacker, quarterback.
Yeah.
What has he meant to this team this year?
Yeah, I think his versatility is something, we always pride. Everybody in playing, you saw some linebackers when I was play all 3 different positions at linebacker. I dabble a little bit of linebacker, and being the switch to 2 different safeties really helps the team be they can switch around different positions and be flexible in terms of injuries happening and really challenge the defense or the offense.
All right, well, thank you, Colton. That's all the time we have. Back to you guys at the studio.